This is Meteo Mundo.
Hi friends, Rusty back here on Meteo Mundo with your forecast on this Wednesday, January the 24th. I hope you're having a great day so far. If I had to guess where you're viewing us from, it's been very windy today. It's a crazy wind machine across the Caribbean and the Bahamas. Coming up, we'll look at some extremely strong winds today, how long those winds are going to last, and the rain it continues to bring some of our area. Also want to introduce something new real quick for these videos. I'm going to ask a question of the day to you, my audience. And the question is very simple for today. It's, as you're viewing this video, what's the current temperature where you live? Drop it in the comments section below. Here in Central Florida, recording this on early Wednesday afternoon, it's currently 79 degrees. Are you warmer or are you cooler from where you're viewing us? Thanks a lot for that. Also, thank you for liking the video. Let's get started. This is a still image of the satellite here on this Wednesday. A little bit of bad data towards the end of the loop, so I've stilled the image rather than looping it. We can also look at the visible satellite imagery. The easterlies are humming across the Western Atlantic and the Caribbean. These winds are whipping. We have some wind gusts near 50 miles an hour in some spots. I'm going to show you that right now. I'm going to take off the satellite data, and then I'm going to add on our observations. And what you're going to see are the wind gusts here, and then I'm going to loop this over the last 6 hours. So this is basically from daybreak Wednesday until early afternoon on Wednesday, the loop of the wind gusts over the last 6 hours. And we have had some exceptional winds, especially in the Lesser Antilles, the Virgin Islands, and Puerto Rico. But there's been some strong winds for the Turks and Caicos as well, Jamaica, and the ABC Islands. But let's get started here with what's happening right now in portions of the Lesser Antilles. Look at that number in St. Lucia. Let me zoom in on this a little bit here. They've reported a 49-mile-an-hour wind gust early Wednesday afternoon. I might discount that a little bit, except for the fact that when you look at the islands around St. Lucia, we have winds everywhere of at least 30 miles an hour. Barbados has reported a 33-mile-an-hour wind gust. Grenada, 32. Martinique, about 32 miles an hour. And again, not as strong in Trinidad and Tobago, but it's not out of question that that's an actual report. And if you live in this area, let me know. I mean, obviously, these easterlies are just ripping across the Lesser Antilles in general. And then again, you get up into the northern side here of the Leeward Islands and Montserrat, 37, 38. Antigua, around 28-mile-an-hour wind gusts. Look at this here. St. Martin, St. Bartholomew, wind gusts in the last 6 hours of over 40 miles an hour. St. Bartholomew, a 47-mile-an-hour wind gust. St. Martin looks like they ticked up to around 45. Extremely rough surf and sea conditions here. Small craft warnings are in effect. It's an extremely, extremely brisk east wind. For my friends in St. Croix, let's take a look at that. You had a wind gust, again, peaked somewhere over 30 miles an hour. I can pause the loop. We can actually go back and look at where it was the strongest here. And this would be late morning. Yeah, you guys picked up about a 36 there. So again, mid-30s is the norm. It's not the exception here. Look at Puerto Rico. Look at San Juan. They went over 40 for a brief time there. It's extremely, extremely strong winds. Let me know also in the comments section below how these winds are impacting you. This is just some incredible wind across this entire area. Again, highlighted by the 49 in St. Lucia, the 47 in St. Bartholomew, and over 40-mile-an-hour wind gusts in San Juan. The winds are strong in Punta Cana. You can see that there on the eastern side of the Dominican Republic, where winds have been gusting from time to time over 30. And yes, it's bringing in some rain, and we'll highlight that as well. Turks and Caicos, winds are over 30 miles an hour there from time to time. And again, it'll only show a number when we have an actual wind gust. So not everyone is getting a wind gust over the last 6 hours. Kingston has had a wind gust up to 25, very strong east to south winds, east to southeast winds there. Swing over to the ABC Islands real quick. Just want to see if we've had a wind gust there. Curacao reporting nearly a 30-mile-an-hour wind gust. It's not as brisk there, but again, from time to time, their winds are over 30. For Central America, we've had some winds here or there. Again, not as strong, but Belize City up to 24. And it's been less of a windy day in the Bahamas. While we've had some fairly persistent winds, we haven't had the strong wind gusts there, but unbelievable stuff. So let's take a look at our wind field product here. You guys are used to this. I've been showing it to you now the last several videos. Again, what's bringing this wind? This area of high pressure moving across the western Atlantic, now over Bermuda and moving off towards the east. Of course, our area is south of that high, so we have the easterly winds on the southern side. They try and turn a little bit more southeast as you get deeper into the Caribbean, but it's mainly an east wind. Purple and pinks are winds over 20 knots, some of those over 30. And just a look again, how fresh this is. And this is not going to change. This model is running out over 5 days. Now, eventually by the weekend, the winds are finally going to relax in the Lesser Antilles. But it's going to be a few more days where we have winds like we're seeing today. Maybe some gusts over 40 miles an hour, obviously bringing in some rain as well. But again, the wind should relax a little bit. But small craft advisories, okay, small craft warnings. Low-lying flooding on eastern and northern sides of some of the islands is possible with these strong east winds. Just keep that in mind, guys. It's going to be rough with those winds. There's no doubt about it. Let's look at our rain. Switch over to that real quick. So this is the wide shot of the rain. I'll loop this up as well. Now, obviously, one of the big stories is this has been driving in showers. It's been extremely variable the days. If you live in a place like Barbados or Dominica or Anguilla, here's what I would expect. Some hours are completely sunny. You get a quick passing shower. You get some cloudy skies with no rain from time to time, and then you get a downpour from time to time as well. The consistent thing are those strong easterlies. They're not going anywhere here. So take a look at what's going to be happening here over this area. Once again, there's no concentrated rain, but rain chances on a daily basis are still relatively high. 30, 40, 50% chance for showers from the northern side of the Leeward Islands down towards Trinidad and Tobago. British and U.S. Virgin Islands included in that. Same thing for Puerto Rico. So can't really slice and dissect this as far as like, hey, look, you know, there's going to be just a 20% chance today, but a 50 to 60% chance tomorrow. We just stay with this moisture in place. So passing showers, some even overnight in the morning, a little bit more concentrated in the afternoon. And even as we get towards the weekend here, as we get towards the 27th and the 28th, you still see some rain around. A little bit more concentrated maybe in the next couple of days. But overall, you should not be surprised if you get a shower almost every day through Sunday. It's the same situation for places like Roadtown, St. Thomas, and St. Croix and St. John, and then Puerto Rico as well. Scattered showers. The other big story, again, is the surf and sea conditions that are cranked up with this east wind. Small craft should be exercising caution, if not staying in port. Rain continues to spread over towards Punta Cana and Santo Domingo there in the Dominican Republic. We do see the rain shadow effect with the east winds over in Haiti. Not as much rain there. For my friends in Jamaica, we're going to up the rain chance a little bit here the next couple of days with that strong east to southeast wind. And again, boaters, be very cautious, especially on the eastern and southern sides of the island. So for Kingston and Port Moore and Spanish Town, our rain chance will go up a little bit here as we get into tomorrow. I'm going to pause this real quick, and you'll see some passing showers try and develop today, and then especially as we get into tomorrow. You can see there's a little bit more rain over the island. About the same situation for our Friday, and then slightly drier, but still the opportunity for some passing wind-driven showers Saturday and Sunday. By the way, guess what? Pretty humid outside, isn't it? Especially for late January, and that's not going to go anywhere as well. Humidity up in Kingston and the rest of Jamaica, including Negril and Montego Bay. Scattered showers will try and drift towards the eastern side of the Central American coastline, but not a lot of rain there. Another front comes in late in the week, going to bring a few showers into the Bay of Campeche, portions of the Yucatan Peninsula. Not a ton of showers expected here over the Bahamas. Yeah, we're going to have a few, but the majority of the rain with the next front actually misses even the Northwest Bahamas to the north, but the very persistent east winds will continue to kick up the surf and sea conditions. Small craft advisories from time to time, maybe even small craft warnings is something I'll be monitoring here. And again, a few showers are in the forecast across the entire island chain. Speaking of some of those more detailed forecasts, let's get into it. For Grand Bahama the rest of this Wednesday, there is a small craft advisory for the Northwest Bahamas. Winds are right now east to southeast at 15 to 20. Seas on average 4 to 7 feet, but you know how it goes. that the sheltered areas are closer to the 4, the exposed waters of the Atlantic are closer to the 7. On Thursday, it's an east to a southeast wind at 15 to 20. Notice that the winds don't change. Seas might try and relax slightly, but it's still going to be really bumpy out there for any small craft. Sunset coming your way at 5:50. For my friends in Kingston, good to see you, Jamaica. Again, not a lot of showers today, but breezy conditions. I could have put the word breezy or windy throughout the entire 5-day forecast. That's not going to change. Slightly better chance for some passing showers on Thursday and Friday. Back to just a 20% chance on Saturday and Sunday. The humidity along for the ride. That's right, friends. We could have some daytime highs today in the lower 90s and around 90 on Thursday, and then the upper 80s Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. For Santo Domingo, again, passing showers to scattered showers in the forecast. Slightly better chance today and tomorrow. Wind-driven rain, really strong breeze there as well, and we'll stay with that 30% chance as we get into Friday and Saturday. Temperatures there pretty comfortable, but again, outside of the rain, humidity up a bit as well with that easterly breeze. Friends, you can find us across a lot of our social media platforms. Again, we're really trying to up our game on TikTok. If you haven't found us, Meteo Mundo, follow us there. I do a little 30-second snippet of these longer YouTube videos. It's different than this, so it's not just like a little clip, if you will. We're doing specific 30-second forecasts for TikTok, but find us there. Let me get myself off camera. You can see the other ones there. My Meteo Mundo on Instagram, at Meteo Mundo on X. We got a Facebook page. If you have a question or a comment, more than anything, you want to send us a picture or video, it is mymeteomundo@gmail.com. So speaking of that, by the way, here, coming back on camera, let me pause this and then advance this. If you do have a question about the forecast, you can always drop that in the comment section below as well. One thing I wanted to do before I got out of here is I did want to show you some of the areas that could pick up just a little bit of rainfall totals overall. This is the rainfall total product. I'm going to get rid of that. Again, we're looking for areas in purple with really distinctive rain chances, and that's going to mainly be down in portions of the Leeward Islands, but especially from St. Lucia, St. Vincent there, the Lesser Antilles overall, concentrated in the Windward Islands there, where we could have some areas go over an inch of rain. But I'm telling you, the bigger story is just going to be the wind. Some exceptional wind over the next 5 days. All right, friends, appreciate you much. Again, thanks for liking the video. You want the latest forecasts across the Caribbean and the Bahamas? Subscribe right here to Meteo Mundo. I'll see you soon.